Catherine. Welcome to Double Kidney. Today's top 5 grocery haul is going to be a very special one. It's all about the unhealthiest foods sold as healthy. A true health nightmare. Unhealthy, toxic foods are the main reason why the world population is sicker than ever before. And when some of these very dangerous foods are marketed as healthy by the big food brands, things will get even worse. So if you want to protect your health, these are the 5 most dangerous foods you need to recognize and avoid. And while the nightmare foods of today's video are especially unhealthy for people with kidney disease, they're actually harmful for everyone. So if you know anyone who may benefit from a healthier diet, share this video with them. So, do you want to know how much damage you can do to your kidneys if you go shopping without checking the labels? Let's see what's inside. Nightmare food sold as healthy number 5. What is this? Whole grain packaged food. Integrali means whole grain in Italian. And yes, this is unhealthy. And I know this may be a shock for some people. I can imagine the comments already. Catherine, you always tell us to eat whole grains. Yes, but not whole grains are created equal. Because most whole grain packaged products aren't really made from whole grain. Let's open this. Do these look whole? The grains in these packaged foods have been pulverized into very fine flour to make this. The result is that they raise blood sugar just as fast as their refined or non-whole counterparts. In fact, this kind of whole grains products can have a similar glycemic index as white bread. Now, this is very unhealthy even for people without diabetes or kidney disease. But if you suffer from one of these, controlling blood sugar levels is absolutely a must. This is why I always tell you to eat whole foods instead of processed foods. Unfortunately, this recommendation is not valid anymore when it comes to whole grains packaged foods. Now, this kind of bread substitutes won't kill you, but it's not healthy either. Just don't get fooled and don't think you're eating something healthy or whole when it's just refined, processed flour. Other than this, if you have kidney disease, you should be limiting your potassium and phosphorus intake. With a few exceptions, whole grains are too rich in these 2 micronutrients to be healthy for a kidney patient. Nightmare food sold as healthy number 4. Let's see what we have. Oh, vegan meat. Here. How appetizing! This is a very yummy looking burger made just from soy meat and barley. Vegan is being marketed as a better alternative to traditional meat, and some people are even convinced that it is going to solve all the health, environmental and ethical downfalls of animal meat. Vegan food, like plant-based meat, is becoming so popular that major food companies like McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Subway, and Nestle are dipping their toes into the plant-based scene to cater to growing demand. But is vegan meat really healthier than traditional meat? To give an answer to this question, we need to understand what vegan meat really is. Okay, vegan meat is basically meat made from plants. Pea protein, soy protein, wheat gluten, and mushrooms are commonly used to create meat-like products, like this one that I have. Also called Fuchs meat or fake, mock meat analogs, these are products that mimic certain qualities of animal-based meat. So you may have the same textures, flavor, or even appearance of real meat. While these products are mostly aimed to vegans, a lot of healthy conscious people are starting to consume them, attracted by the promise of a better nutritional profile than traditional meat. But are they right? Should we all switch to vegan meat for a healthier diet? Well, probably not, especially for people with kidney disease. Vegan meat may be really unhealthy. The problem with fake meat is that it doesn't really taste like meat, and it doesn't always taste good either. I mean, look at this. We are talking about plant-based substances that are heavily processed to look like meat. It's clearly not going to taste good by itself. So, food companies add a lot of salt and other additives both to improve the taste and to preserve the food. Here it is. Salt. A lot of salt. And like every food that's pumped with preservatives, unhealthy oils, additives, and salts, it is going to damage your health and your kidneys. So, is vegan meat a better alternative to real meat? Maybe it's just a solution in search for a problem. Nightmare food sold as healthy number 3. Let's see what's inside. Oh. Low-fat and fat-free yogurt. So they took yogurt and removed fat, the best tasting and not so unhealthy part of it. Why? The war on saturated fat is maybe the biggest mistake in the history of nutrition. It was based on weak evidence, which has now been completely debunked. When this trend started, processed food manufacturers jumped on the bandwagon and started removing the fat from foods. So here is the result: a healthy yogurt. But there is a huge problem. Just like fake meat, diet food tastes horrible since the fat has been removed. And just like they add a ton of salt to make fake meat taste good, they add a bunch of sugar to make these fake yogurts taste good. Here it is, I'll show you. More than 10 grams of sugar for 100 grams of yogurt. We are talking about almost 8 teaspoons of sugar per cup of yogurt here. Yes, this healthy yogurt is mostly sugar. So, just like for fake meat, where they removed everything that was good tasting and replaced it with salt, they removed fat from here and replaced it with sugar. Remember, sugar and salt are the demons of the kidney diet. They are what's damaging your kidneys more than anything else, not fats and not meat. And I have a low-fat yogurt here, but also about anything else with the words low-fat or fat-free on the packaging can be dangerous. So if you see low fat, no fat, or any 0.something% of fat on any package, check the label twice before buying, because there are really good chances that all the fat they removed was replaced with sugar. Now, saturated fat is almost harmless not just for kidney patients but for everyone, while added sugar is incredibly harmful. And if you are a kidney patient, don't forget that yogurts and other dairy products are too rich in phosphorus to be part of a healthy kidney diet. And remember that all this sugar they put in this fake yogurt can lead to excessive hunger, weight gain, and disease. For optimal health, it's best to consume unprocessed whole foods. Okay, so what can be even more dangerous than this? Time for our number 2. Oh, sport drinks. Sport drinks were designed with athletes in mind. Now, if you have kidney disease, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't exercise. Actually, the contrary may be true. And even if too strenuous exercising is not recommended for people with heart or kidney problems, light but regular exercise could be a lifesaver. So, after a workout, you may fancy a nice sport drink, right? Well, maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. These drinks contain electrolytes. They're actually marketed as electrolytes source, right? The ads say that if you lose water and electrolytes sweating during exercise, you need to replenish them, drinking one of these. But what are those electrolytes athletes seem to need in copious amount? Let's take a look at the label of a popular brand of sport drinks. Oh, sodium, sugar, and potassium. These are the electrolytes they always talk about. Now, sodium and sugar are the devil, and not just for people with kidney disease. If you care about your health, you should limit them. And then there's potassium. This is not unhealthy for people without kidney problems, but you don't need to drink this sugary water to get it. There's plenty of fruits and vegetables you can eat to get potassium without all this added sugar. Also, if we take a look at the label of this popular sport drink brand, we can see that the third most present ingredient after water and sugar is dextrose. Okay, what is dextrose? Dextrose is a form of sugar. Actually, it is one of the most dangerous forms of sugar. It is also very common. Dextrose is often used in baking products as a sweetener and can be commonly found in items such as processed foods and corn syrup. This bottle is full of dextrose. The problem is that dextrose is chemically identical to glucose or blood sugar. It is so effective in raising blood sugar levels that it's even used by doctors to raise a person's blood sugar when it is too low. Now, if you want to protect your kidney health, you must avoid to have too high blood sugar levels. This is one of the golden rules everyone should follow. So dextrose is really dangerous for your kidneys. An excessive consumption can also lead to weight gain, heart disease, diabetes, low energy, and even depression. To avoid it, check the labels of any packaged products you may buy. It is a lot more common than people think. So, avoid sport drinks. These are often considered less bad than sugary soft drinks like sodas and colas, but there is really no fundamental difference except that the sugar content is sometimes slightly lower. It is important to stay hydrated, especially around workouts, but most people will be better off sticking to plain water. Time for our number 1 now. Oh, what do we have here? Gluten-free biscuits, the favorite of all those celebrities. Yes, it looks like every other day yet another famous athlete or Hollywood celebrity says that they have banished gluten from their diet. The result? Scan the grocery aisles and it's impossible to miss the multitude of foods showing a big, very visible gluten-free label on them. After being confined to health foods stores for years, gluten-free foods now show up everywhere. But are these healthy? Now, if you have been diagnosed with an intolerance to gluten, you should definitely be avoiding it. The problem is that, according to a recent survey, about a third of the people in the US are actively trying to avoid gluten. But celiac disease affects just 1 in 133 Americans, so more than 30 times as many people as those with celiac disease are shunning bread, pasta, baked goods, crackers, and many other foods because of the gluten they contain. And maybe they are eating this kind of junk food instead. Why everyone seems to be so terrified by gluten? It is really the enemy, or it is just another dangerous fad diet? Well, according to a study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine by a team of specialists of the celiac disease, and I'm quoting, some people may experience symptoms of the celiac disease when they eat foods containing gluten simply because they believe these foods will make them sick. Wow! So these specialists are saying that gluten will make a large part of the population sick just because of the brainwashing done by the media. Now, while this is clearly not true for everyone, gluten-free junk food is still junk food. Want to know more about unhealthy, dangerous foods sold as healthy? Watch this video. This is all for today. Thank you for watching.